Hello, welcome to Movie Scum.
Howdy there, I'm Puck.
I'm Peanut Butter Filthy, or PBF. How are you doing this week?
Excellent. And yourself?
I'm doing excellent as well, thank you very much.
Fantastic. If I sound like a pubescent boy, that's because I'm just getting over laryngitis, so forgive me if my voice squeaks.
Fair enough. First of all, before we get into this, I just wanted to say thank you to the ever-growing number of fans we have on Facebook. We're up to 33. I think we got a couple of followers on Twitter, which we're on now.
Don't know how to use, but we're on it.
Yeah, I have no idea. It's rather cumbersome to me, but we're rolling through that. I've got a couple of subscribers on YouTube as well, so thank you very much. What I thought we'd do this week, when I was writing the review for War Games, I referred to it as a comfort movie, which basically just means that, that movie's made in 1983.
Right.
I will watch it anytime it's on TV. We'll run it in the background if I'm not paying attention to it. It's not necessarily a great film by any means, but it's definitely not a horrible film at all. It's just a comfort movie is the only way I can describe it, and it is a movie that I just put on when I want to watch something. If there's nothing on TV, I can always put that movie on, and I will always be in the mood to watch it. So I figured we'd maybe talk about each other's own comfort movies.
Fair enough. So it's something kind of familiar, something that you go to. It's not. It's when you feel like, I'm just not really feeling adventurous right now.
Right.
I don't want to go to that random Chinese restaurant and have to fare whatever's there. I'm just going to go someplace I know and get a cheeseburger.
Exactly.
So I definitely can understand that. Actually, one of them for me, in terms of a comfort movie, really is the 1994 Speed with Keanu Reeves. It was a film, one of the ones that I recall that was a sell-through VHS, so it was on sale immediately instead of having to wait an ungodly amount of time to buy it or buy it pre-owned or whatever. And by the end of the first week of having it, I had pretty much memorized it. I was in 7th grade at the time. It's just really one of those movies that I don't really understand the appeal of it per se, because not a horrible movie. It's not Oscar caliber, but then again, look at our site, how much of what we review is. But yeah, I mean, there's just something comforting about good old Keanu Reeves and his the drawl that he does, and Dennis Hopper and his eccentric. Indeed. And Jeff Daniels, Joe Morton, all these fantastic actors. Great movie. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
And I think you hit it on the head when you said it's not, you don't understand the appeal of it. I mean, that one I can, because it was, in my opinion, it was a pretty decent movie in that regard, as far as, the caliber of it. May not have been Oscar, as you said, but it was a pretty decent movie. But, for example, Soap Dish is a completely ridiculous movie. It is, I would almost liken it to Howard the Duck if Gary Marshall and Robert Downey Jr. were not in it. I don't understand why I like it, but every time it's on, I will stop and watch it. I will stop surgery to watch that movie. I don't get it. But
who are you performing surgery?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But I think when you say I don't understand the appeal of Speed is a perfect way to describe a comfort movie.
Indeed. And one of the in the same vein is for me the original Scream. To a certain extent, also the sequels, but the original, and which I think actually would make a pretty good post. So look for that. But for that, like when I was a kid in first day of school, hated it. I mean, who liked first day of school? So that would be a movie I would come home, turn all the lights in the house on, and watch that. Don't know why. Don't know how the two correlated together. But it was just something I did. It made me feel better. And both of those movies, something that I actually like carrying with me, that I have copies on, both on my phone and my iPod. Just for the random occasion that, hey, I'm not doing anything, I'm going to watch Speed on this little 2-inch screen. So.
And another one that I like a lot that is a little bit better as far as quality is the movie Clue. That has always been one of my favorite comedies, and again, old movie,
Mhm.
old by at least my age standards anyway. But everyone in it is the ensemble cast is excellent. Martin Mull, Christopher Lloyd, Leslie Ann Warren, Tim Curry, and a little bit of trivia for you. Lee Ving, lead singer of the punk band Fear, is Mr. Body in that movie. But I mean, I was so into that movie when I was younger that a friend of mine and I started the Red Herring Club, which is from a line from that movie. We didn't do anything but watch the movie, and there was no other members. But got it on my DVD shelf, and I watch it constantly. It's just one of those movies that I can always pop in and know that it will not be a wasted 90 minutes.
Indeed. What would be, of course, a movie such as Police Academy, which I guess, fortunately, tastes change when you're younger, or when you grow older, rather, because I would actually shudder at the thought of watching a Police Academy movie now, other than to laugh at it.
Yes, it's sort of the sound effects of Michael Winslow sort of loses its novelty about 20 years down the road.
Indeed, and it's funny how you mentioned the movies that you brought up in terms of their relative age, because you're a little bit older than I am, but we're both in that kind of 30-year-old ballpark. So yeah. I mean, yeah, it's weird to think that movies that you grew up with, that essentially kind of grew up with you, that they're that old.
Right.
I mean, even thinking about a movie such as Terminator 2, that's going to be 20 years old in a year. Well, essentially a year. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting.
And I think that's part of what makes them, in my opinion, comfort movies, is they don't seem to age. They are the same age as you are, no matter when you watch it. I mean, to reference War Games again, despite the 55-story high computer that David had in his room, and obviously is nothing like today, the movie still translates to me as a really good comfort movie. So awesome, very good. I think it's going to do it for this week.
Awesome.
Please follow us on Twitter, Facebook. The URL, of course, is scumomovies.blogspot.com.
Which we will change one day.
Eventually, make that a lot shorter. Follow us on YouTube. Please email us. The email address is on all of those sites. Send us a suggestion for a movie review, and we'll review it. Doesn't matter how old or current it is. Start a discussion on the discussion tab. Interact with us. Leave comments. Make it your site as well, so that we can improve and give us feedback.
And hell, I mean, even tell us we suck. I mean,
whatever.
We just want attention. When my phone dings and it's something Movie Scum related, I kind of pee myself a little. So.
And on that note, we will see you next week, and hope you enjoy your week and go see a movie.
And indeed. Well, thank you very much, PBF.
Thank you, Buck.
Good night.
Good night.